Coming up on this week's episode of the Weekly Wrap-Up, Super Stardust Ultra gets a release date, and it's coming next week. Also, Mortal Kombat X reveals the Collector's Edition, as well as some additional characters possibly being teased. Very interesting. Additionally, the Xbox One has finally received its first system update, and last but not least, the Legend of Zelda TV series seems to be a thing, and it is coming to Netflix. That's right. This and more on the February 6th, 2015 edition of the Weekly Wrap-Up. What's up, guys? Welcome to another edition of the Weekly Wrap-Up. Your host with the most, A to the P, Albert Perkins, right here on the Structure Network. There's a lot of news to get into for this week. Been out for the last few weeks, been kind of sick, been out of it a little bit. But I'm back and better than ever. So with that said, let's see what went down for this week in the news. Super Stardust Ultra is officially a thing and is all set for release next week on February 10th. That's right, it's coming out on Tuesday, so be sure to go ahead and pick it up. The game is of course a follow-up to the popular space shooter released on the PlayStation 3, Super Stardust HD. Super Stardust Ultra will feature up to 9 different single-player game modes, some of which are only available on the PlayStation 4. Now, Super Stardust Ultra will be available on the PlayStation Store for $12.99, and PlayStation Plus subscribers will receive an additional 20% discount for a period of 1 week after launch. So go ahead and be sure to pick yours up that first week. Mortal Kombat X has been on a roll recently, and this week it's no different. NetherRealm Studios announced this week the Collector's Edition for Mortal Kombat X, and if you haven't seen it yet, it's a flawless victory. If you don't believe me, check it out for yourself right here. The Mortal Kombat X Collector's Edition by Course was announced this week, and the goodies are aplenty. Check out some of the goodies here. We're talking about the exclusive Scorpion figurine and certificate of authenticity designed by Course. In addition, in-game gold Scorpion skin inspired by the Course figurine itself. The Combat Pack, which also includes access to 4 add-on playable characters, from classic combatants to iconic guest characters. All of this for a mere $150. The Xbox One received its first update of the year, and it's a doozy. The system received updates for the controller, chat enhancements, and more features. Here's more details on some of the features that stand out. The update features controller improvements, stability improvements, game hubs, party chat updates, chat connection status, game and party invitation, performance improvements, custom backgrounds, tile transparency, TV updates, and much, much more. You get the picture. For more details on these updates, head on over to Xbox's homepage. Now for the reason that you all clicked on this YouTube video in the first place, The Legend of Zelda. The Wall Street Journal is reporting that Netflix and Nintendo are collaborating together to bring an all-new live-action television series to the small screen on Netflix. Netflix is in the early stages of developing a live-action series based on one of the most popular video game franchises of all time, about an ordinary boy named Link who must rescue a princess named Zelda and save a fantasy world called Hyrule. Netflix is describing it as a Game of Thrones for a family audience. Nintendo hasn't had anything from Zelda on the television since its animation short that lasted 1 season back in 1989. Netflix continues to seek writers to work on the series as it appears that it is just in the early stages of pre-production. Nintendo has declined to comment at this time as they do not comment on rumors and speculation. For more on the Legend of Zelda TV series coming on Netflix, keep it locked on the Weekly Wrap-Up for further updates. And that wraps up all the news that we have this week on the Weekly Wrap-Up. We appreciate you guys tuning into the show, as always. For more video game, tech, geek, and nerd news, make sure you keep it locked right here on the Structure Network. And for more Weekly Wrap-Up videos, head on over to the Weekly Wrap-Up's YouTube channel and subscribe there, youtube.com/Weekly Wrap-Up Gaming. I'm your host with the most, A to the P, Albert Perkins, and you have been wrapped up. We will see you next week. Take it easy.